Well, we're going to try to do the entire workout that we've been struggling with for the last 2 weeks. I'm going to back off of the weights on some of them so I can have better form, like on the pullovers, to get a better form, because I want to get through all the exercises with the right form and get out of my mind for ego lifting and think more technique and holdings. Everybody can fall victim to the ego lifting thing I did. I could push the weight, but it wasn't going all the way the full way, so get there.
So we start off with our pullovers for right now, and what I did was I took one of the plates off each side. So I typically had been dealing with for a total of 8 plates altogether, but this is me doing it with just 6 plates. And you can notice I have a much more fuller range of motion, and this was really one of the first things I had to readjust in trying to deal with with this particular day. I mean, I've been struggling to get through these days because I haven't been able to complete all of the exercises. And this was one of the first exercises that I start off with this routine. But it's extremely exhausting because it requires so much. Now, you'll notice I'm pulling all the way down and all the way down towards my waist. Now I've gotten to the point where I'm fatigued, and that's where I would usually stop with the heavier weight. Well, I've had a lot more in the way of full range of motions with this thing now that I've gotten that out of the way. And so now the lesson here is to really concentrate more on technique than just the amount of weight. Then we go with the pull downs. Now with the pull downs, I stayed at the same weight, which is actually 230 pounds, and I'm holding it 1, 2, 3, 4, counting to 4, all the way stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4. On this one, I'm struggling, but see, I'm at least doing a good 4 to 5 of them. So I'm staying with the heavier weight on this one. I didn't back off the weight on this one. This one, I'm just simply going to have to get stronger and adapt. But it's really tough, and it's part of a back-to-back situation, makes it tough to deal with. Then I do pull-ups. Now in this case, I'm doing pull-ups with more of a hammer curl. I'm holding for 4 beats and going back down. It looks like I'm just standing up and down, but no, I'm actually holding myself up with my own weight. It's the camera angle that's the key. Now I'm trying to get myself to failure, and it feels like I'm not really working out, but ultimately I really am, because when I look at the tape and my expression, I'm definitely failing because I'm out of gas all the way here. Now we switch over to the bench press. Now there's been a lot of new machines that have been put into my particular weight room. So I'm at the blue bench press machine. I've been dealing with the red one, and I think it was kind of broke, which is why it seems like 205 pounds have been so hard for me to push. But I jump on another weight machine. This one right here is at 230 something. And to be honest, I'm relative ease compared to what I was dealing with the red machine. So obviously there's a reason why they replaced the red machine. It was obviously broken, but it was tougher. But now I find myself pushing 235 like it's relatively pedestrian for me, but I still got to exhaustion. Now right here, I'm going right back to these dips. Now we do 2 sets of dips in this thing. But with the dips, you'll notice that I have my legs up and I'm bending forward. This was something that I learned from the godfather of bodybuilding, Mr. Glass, and Charles Glass to be exact. And what he is saying that when you bend over forward and then press up, you're really taxing your chest muscles more, and that's the proper way to do the dip. Not straight up and down, but bent over, more horizontal as you can be. And to be honest, it does put a lot more taxing on you, because straight up and down I could do about 35 or 40. This way, I'm barely finishing. Now this is something I had to learn how to back off of it. Once again, I went back up to 200 pounds. I could get it up just a little bit. And now from this one, we're supposed to only go down halfway, not all the way down to the bottom of the push, because I learned that that's how you injure your shoulder. Well, I'm at 200 pounds this first one. All I could hit was a rep and a half. So I go up to like 170, right? Because I still want to get some kind of reps in. And so we go up with it, and boom, I'm already fatigued from doing the 200 a little bit. Once again, I'm not trying to go all the way down, but I can't hold it. I only did about 1.5 there. So I go up to 140. Now what I'm going to end up doing, now I'm very fatigued, and I'm actually getting ready to pull something to twinge it here on the shoulder. There it goes. So I had to back off of it. Now, this is actually how I'm supposed to have been doing this the whole time. This is actually a 45-pound barbell with 25 pounds on each one of them. So it's a total of about 95 pounds. And I'm supposed to be doing negatives. I flip it up and try to hold it, and then slowly go down and emphasize the negative. When it's behind all of these pull-ups and stuff like that, my biceps are already taxed pretty heavily. So this 25 is a strain for me to just get it up there. I'm just trying to place it up there so I can do the negative, because that's part of the workout routine, and I'm already starting to run out of gas quickly with this thing. Now, we're doing another pull. We're doing our rows. Now, I'm I'm supposed to be doing this with a barbell, but I've been doing it with the machines, and so I'm staying with the machines because number one, it's quicker, it's more efficient, and all I have to do is concentrate on actually pulling it and holding. I'm holding it for a solid count or two before I let it go. I'm losing power in my grip because I'm overly fatigued, because these are all pulling muscles and it's making my forearms really sore. Now, although I'm losing my grip, all right, I know that ultimately this is making my forearms stronger, which is what we really have to do. You have to really improve your grip on this thing. Readjusting, pulling it again. I have the strength to pull it more, but that grip strength has got to improve step by step, inch by inch. Now we go to another set of pull-ups. This time, instead of the hammer curl position, I just pull the pull-ups so it's a total chin up. I'm holding it for a little bit and then going down slowly, trying to emphasize the negative. Now you notice I conk out pretty quickly, obviously, because I've been doing these things back to back. Now here's a look at something here. This is the tricep extension. I'm using a dumbbell here. This is a 95-pound dumbbell. I don't think I've ever grabbed a 95-pound dumbbell to do the extension, but I was told to always, lean in an angle, not standing straight up, because that's how you strain your back. But I was able to get a healthy amount of that stretch with that workout, and it's a pretty impressive weight at 95. Then we have the lat raises. Now I wanted to do this on the machine because I've been really having problems adjusting my hands to the proper way to do the lat raises. And so my best solution to remedy my form problem is to just go straight to the machine. And that's what we're doing right now. Just going with straight machine, lifting up, holding it, get that fatigue in there, and slowly going down. One thing Arthur Jones continues to emphasize is that when you're doing these movements, emphasize that negative, because it's that negative, it's that holding strength and that strength to let the weight down. Those are the ones that can make the best inroads into your muscle developing or hypertrophy without digging such a deep hole for recovery that, it makes it impossible for you to recover. Because remember, you grow when you recover, not when you're actually working out. Now we're back to doing the dips again. Now this is showing and demonstrating what you do with your legs. Once again, crossing the legs, bringing them up to the chest, and we're doing them. Now we're leaning forward with this, even though you may not see that. We're leaning forward with this because that's how you get the most action out of your tricep, your chest muscles, and a small portion of your deltoids as well. This is revolutionizing the way that a dip feels and how effective it is. Now also watch yourself, because you'll break down real fast because you're fatiguing a lot faster. Then we're going to our squats. Now with this, I did 10 squats with the bar, 10 squats with 135, 10 squats with 225, and then I stopped at 310 here. And I did 10 squats here. So I'm doing more than 10, but I'm working my way up because I use the other ones as kind of warm up for the squats, because I'm always a little leery of the squat because it is a dangerous exercise, even though you get the most benefit out of it. The only thing more beneficial than the squat is this, the deadlift. That's my baby behind me bothering me.
But I actually finally made it through the whole thing. I could only muster 3 deadlifts, but I made it through the whole program, so I can go to the next day, supposedly. But I had to readjust my weights because I was ego lifting, but my form wasn't quite like it needed to be. So I was headed towards an injury. Remember, you want to have the right form and muscle failure, but with the right form so you don't injure yourself. Because I was getting little twinge injuries, a little bit here, a little bit there, because I was trying to lift too much. Even though I could pull more, I couldn't pull it in proper form. So let's not let the desire to lift more the next round overshadow technique. That's my lesson. I hope you learned it too. I'm the prostate cancer guy, and that was day 9.